You're welcome to the show. It's a great day today. A very great day. Great coincidence. Today is the first day of the month of November. A great day. Great Saturday morning. Very bright and cool in Lagos. I don't know what it is in the place, wherever you are watching us. But here it is great. It's cool. I want to thank God for the gift of life. I have told you that as God has seen us through, that we started the year 2025, we'll end 2025 together in joy and in peace. And this month is one of the ember months, and I do tell my people in our church that good things will bar means land in our houses. So this is the ember month, and we expect that good things will land in our houses this month. And of course, I always tell them too, I'm a football fan, and extra goal always pains the other side. They are always angry when you give them an extra score, a goal during the extra time. All of us, I pray, will score an extra time goal against all our detractors and all those who do not want us to succeed in year 2025. So shall it be. Today's program is dedicated to the Barricade General. We just saw the clips of what he did or he does whenever he's alive or when it's alive. Always ensuring that injustice is arrested with impunity and, of course, with boldness. That is what RMC is known about. And we want to dedicate today's program to him. And, of course, as a follow-up to what happened last week, the cost of governance. We see it high, but to the people, nothing to write home about. This man was killed by a hit-and-run driver on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, particularly at Sugar bus stop. The details you've not known, there is a public domain. And why was he killed? Because there was no pedestrian crossing, he has to cross the road from the other side to the other side, going to his house. And as a result of crossing, one way or the other, a car's driver just hit him and, of course, ran away. That wouldn't have happened if that infrastructure was provided by the government. And that's one of the reasons why we are having today's program, to further elaborate it, to further discuss it, and for government and we the people to know how we are going to ensure that government provides infrastructure in the face of this high cost of governance. Don't go away. When we come back with our mini future, you can be sure that our team who are ready will begin to relate with us in a big way. Before then, don't go away. Just hold on for the mini future. Welcome back. And we'll go straight to business because we have our cup and our bit food today, and we want to waste our time at all. And in the studio to deal with today's topic, the high cost of governance, the effect on the people, and the effect on the government officers. What we see, just like Fela sang the other day, is akin to baboon they walk, a monkey they walk, baboon they chop. Because we are the monkeys as it were. The government officers are the baboons. Because the belt tightening, austerity measure, SAP, and all issues of even no fuel subsidy. I've never seen any government officer or official go to queue to buy fuel in any petrol station. Yet, we all run the streets together on the traffic, even to the extent that sometimes they dust us, take the we call it in Nigeria one way, but that's not even the issue. The issue is the cost of governance. Who feels the pinch? The people or those in government? Why would they make us to take the short end of the stick? All those are issues that our comrades in the program today will discuss with us. And in no particular way, from my immediate left is Comrade Dr. Afolabi Bajumo. You're welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
And equally, we have Comrade Declan Ihekari. Did I get it right?
Very right, very right.
Thank you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Maybe formally, and of course, since we are doing something in relation to RMC, I want to greet you, though I'm part of it too. My condolences, particularly on behalf of the management of this studio, of this television station, about the unfortunate passage of the Barricade General, Comrade Abiodun Aremu, aka RMC. I want you, on behalf of the management, to please extend our condolences to the family, and that's why, to show that we support and appreciate what he did when he was alive. That's why we are dedicating this program to him. And I know that maybe whatever we'll do today will touch the heart of those in authority to ensure that indeed his struggles will not be in vain, particularly the overhead bridge, the advocacy of setting up an overhead bridge, a footbridge in Ijako, Sugar, where he was knocked down. And of course, earlier on I said that he was knocked down along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. No, I've since realized that I made a mistake. It is the Lagos-Abeokuta Sango-Ota Expressway that he was knocked down at the Ijako Sugar bus stop. That's the late Comrade Abiodun Aremu, aka RFC. So, Dr.
Yes, as for those of us in the struggle against misgovernance in this country and some other issues, we may say he has not died, because the spirit and the philosophy and the ideological stand he professed, we are still making sure that we rejuvenate all those, and they are becoming more proactive, even more than before. And like you have said, we also want to use this opportunity to commend the Galaxy Television because this we did a little bit of tribute to him last Saturday, and we tried to link it up, because the reason he fought for when he was alive was this issue of misgovernance. And part and parcel of misgovernance is high cost of governance and poor deliverables, because in some certain occasion where our government at various level, federal, state, local government, from the military dictatorship down to the civilian tyranny we have today, because to some of us, we have not really, those of us who fought, all of us who are here fought seriously. We were detained because we are fighting against military to leave power, because they became tyrannical, they became wicked, and we fought to ensure that we have civil distribution, democratic process. But as we have seen, they have turned what Fela Anikulapo Kuti, the late maestro, called demonstration of crazy demons. Because democracy that's supposed to be government of the people, by the people, and for the people, have turned against the people, like you have said earlier. They have turned those of us who are really working into monkeys. They are now the baboons eating the dividends of democracy. What we have so far is civil rule. We have not really gotten democracy, because democracy, we should see it on the street. It is not we that's supposed to now be advocating for the construction of the road leading to the house of our comrade Aremu, because we are not even living there. We are fighting for them because of what we saw when we went for
Sorry, comrade. Really, apart from the setting up constructing a bridge, the road there. In fact, when I was going, I have an SUV. Yes. I was afraid because I almost fell into deep gully.
And that was the feeling of various people that came there from all over the world. People came from all over the world. How we know the road just off Lagos Abeokuta Death Express Road, because it's not an express. They have been operating as a death train, because over the years, since I was a kid, that road has been like that. So now the comrade Abiodun Aremu fought to ensure that we drastically reduce cost of governance. Cost of governance is pathetic.
Okay.
And the deliverables are poor in some areas where they say they deliver. The same Lagos Abeokuta Expressway we are talking of, they are doing it right from military to civilian, because they were not delivering proper construction and proper thing that will last longer and that will be very much useful for the people. Those are the things that our comrade Abiodun Aremu, RMC of blessed memory, represented. Those were what my late boss, Chief Jalima, represented. They call us from Kuti, and quite a lot of that.
Let us quickly have the take of comrade Ihakari here. You heard what my brother has said. The poor deliverables. I don't know, maybe the road to your house is tarred. I don't know, maybe you have pipe bore water. And I don't know, maybe there is some dispensary near your place. Because during the week, I went to a community. There is no dispensary there. And if a woman is in labor, and not far away, just after Issue here, if a woman is in labor, how can they work that out for her to have a safe delivery, particularly if it's a stressful labor? Comrade.
Yeah, thank you. It's quite unfortunate that we're still where we are. It's a movement without emotion. It's quite unfortunate that we felt or we believe that we're in a democracy.
Mm-hmm.
And democracy we feel we are today is not what it ought to be. I am highly disappointed at what we are getting as a kind of dividend of democracy. Most especially from some states. I had thought that they are going to do fine, but yet they are not. For instance, the government of Ogun State, I just have to say it clear and loud. From my findings and from the findings available, is the third state that receives more allocation from the federal government. And you begin to ask yourself what is actually happening in that state in particular, because I live there. I live in Ogun State, and I can testify that the infrastructural development in Ogun State is zero. It's zero in the sense that if not zero, what happened to our comrade wouldn't have happened. Ogun State houses majority of the industrial setup in this country, and they get a lot of revenue, both internal and external. And you ask yourself, what's going on? Is it that the government there is not really interested in working for the people? I give you an instance. Somewhere around Agbado Axis, a governor of the time, constructed very expensive flyover right from Songo Axis down to Bega Axis. While I talk to you now, those flyovers are abandoned. That must have cost billions of naira. And till date, the current government is doing nothing about it. And you ask yourself, is there continuity in governance? Okay, and that's what led to the cost of governance increasing. When you don't have continuity, Mr. Governor A have started a road project. It's for you to add up to complete such a road project. But what you see is that you find a government coming in, abandoning that which has been done by a particular government, thereby rebuilding and reconstructing, and at the time, even that reconstruction is not reconstruction. And so I think the people should, at this point in time, wake up to reality and begin to ask cogent questions beyond rhetorics, beyond going to the polls and vote. I think it's time we also have a way of embarrassing these people in government who have taken us for a ride. Democracy is about the people. It's not about few individuals at the government house. It's not. It's about the people.
Yes, the people. Are the people aware of their power? Of one, the power of recalling. Two, the power of embarrassing those in government who are making life difficult for them. No, hold on. I'm still going to just hold on. Is it not clear that we, the people, are given a short end of the stick? And unfortunately, on election day, they will come with their gimmicks for us to vote for them, maybe in some cases giving us tokens in terms of one small piece of pottage or measure of pottage in return for votes. And after that, they leave. Because just as I said in the community I went this last week, equally, the environment where Comrade Abiodun was living is an abandoned community. And I asked them, don't politicians come here to seek for your vote? And they said yes. And I said, and you vote for them? They said, what will they do? What should they do in that situation?
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate again, let me put it this way, that the crowd of politicians we have today are selfish. They have decided to make the people poorer. And once you are poor and you are poorer, you don't have any other option than to be dictated to. by those that pays you. You now become the piper. Okay, and instead of they that you vote for becoming your servants, you are now becoming their servants. You see, when Nigeria today, where politicians don't fear electorate again, the electorate fear
the politicians. How?
That's the truth.
Why?
They fear the politicians because once you get elected, all power belongs to you. The law that catches you does not catch me. The law that catches me does not catch you. And that's why you have sets of laws for different set of people in this country. An offense I will commit and I'll be stuck. A politician will commit such and will go free. And so you find out now that there's a gap between the electorate and those that are elected. And it's intentional. It's intentional coming from the politicians, because if they don't do that, they will not hold you down. So when they hold you down, you become their servants. And so when they come knocking with cups of rice, pieces of Maggi and some stuffs in the electoral period, you don't have any option than to embrace such, believing is your right, is what you're getting as part of national cake. And so what they do is pure intentional, and I call it wickedness. It's pure wickedness coming from those who.
Is it possible we move away from this sad picture that you have painted, where it's going to be forever? Because the way it is now, it means it's going to be forever.
It cannot be forever. It cannot be forever. The Independent Electoral Commission should also help us. Most of the time, it is not the will of the people or the wish of the people, the electorate, that actually comes out to be in position. And until the INEC also works on waking up in the sense that making sure that the vote casted really matters. Okay. Because when you vote for people who are called by the people to serve, you now begin to have what we call democracy. But when you have a situation where the will of the people is not actually what comes out at the ballot, you find out that it is now the will of those in power that rules on the people.
Good. Comrade, this is a great idea. I'm coming back to you now. This is a great idea, comrade, about the will of the people. It's going to be a main topic vis-a-vis INEC. We want to use this. Fortunately, we're going to have an election this month in Anambra, I guess next week, in the next 7 days or so, in Anambra. So definitely this is going to be a test case for Joash Amopitan in terms of his ability to deliver. But be that as it may, this issue you brought, we're going to look at it very well. Maybe if not next week, then upper week, in terms of how INEC can help the Nigerian people to give us the true wish of what has transpired at the polling unit.
Let me just chip in something. See, once the electoral system is wrong, any product coming from such is totally wrong.
Don't worry, that's it. The Bible tells you that if the foundation is wrong,
there's nothing the righteous can do.
So definitely we'll see how we're going to support INEC too, by virtue of our activities, to ensuring that INEC succeed in helping us. But of course, because I've seen a lot, and of course, I monitor elections. I'm an election observer over the years, so we've seen a lot have been written. So we urge him to go and look at the reports. Be that as it may, that will be for another time, another topic, another day. Comrade Doctor, the issue is that we have been given a short end of the stick by the politicians. It is not about money. Nigeria is not a poor country. God has helped me. I've gone around some countries in this world. I won't say I've gone around the world. And I see countries that are less endowed financially having good infrastructure. Electricity, good roads, medical supply, medical facilities, to the extent that we don't see countries like Ghanaians or even people in Benin Republic going for medical tourism as you go in this country. Is it not a shameful thing, to the extent that a former governor built a state-of-the-art facility, medical facility in a state, but when he had an accident, he went outside the country for treatment. Is that not a laugh? I don't even like the way you are laughing, but do is a laughable thing, doctor.
It's very laughable, but expected. Because it's very laughable and expected. Because before I go further on that, let me also put an addendum. Because every time we always want to face the politicians, I call them politicians. But beneath them, the number one funny characters are the civil servants.
Yes.
Don't let us be forgetting, especially top civil servants. Top civil servants. Most of them are evil servants. Because like 3 of us now, I have never served in their government and I don't want to serve because I know they are there. If you want to serve under them, it's either you also join them because you cannot beat them because the system will run, give them that upper hand to corrupt the system and siphon resources at the expense of the multitudes for the interest of their own families. So basically, we have not been there. If 3 of us are appointed as ministers now, you understand, you don't know where the real money is. It is the civil honorable commissioner, honorable minister. This is and they started plucking. Many people thought they just used to cut away money. No, they also tie it with some elephant projects. And that's why the topic of our discussion today, we said poor deliverables. Many of what they deliver sometimes are very poor. Roads that later become dilapidated in few years, and they will be promising decades. And if this will continue, and the whole thing still boils down to mindset and the systemic failure. The systemic failure is that we run capitalism. You understand? And in some of those countries you mentioned, some of them try to imbibe some elements of welfareism into their own capitalism. And the entire world, it is the capitalism as an economic concept or ideology that is running as against other isms. You understand? And since you run that, it says, that system says, so far the 3 of us here are the one controlling the capital. We will still want to make more. That's why when you see them, they want to go into government and to be in control, regulatory control, the same person that is also controlling a sector or subsector of the economy, still being in position, or the SPG are there as the head of a parastatal of government, all these lopsided and overlapping parastatal of government that are running high cost of governance that are at the detriment of the people. So it will continue until when all of us later wake up, with the voters, with the electorates, with the people, and say no to all these shenanigans. And you see, we did two commendation to those of us here. We have been trying our own best, but many people in town sometimes look at us as, look at these people, they are just risking their life. You can imagine if the little efforts we are putting up at our own NGO level, at our own individual level and organizational level, if the mass of Nigeria now say, no, Mr. President, no, Mr. Governor, no, Mr. Chairman, we want to monitor this and this and that and this, then we sit tight. But like my incumbent said, it is imbibed in the culture of the systemic failure we run. You understand? And that systemic failure says they are in control. You understand? All this, okay, you can imagine. Throughout the regime of Obasanjo, it was junketing all over the world. Foreign investments are coming. Failure. In fact, my Oga Chief Guy wrote a book on it. He said, President Obasanjo, the absentee president. And he chronicled all the journeys they have gone without result. Again, that started his own junketing all over the world. They tell you they are bringing solutions from America, from no country all over the world. We come and invest in this kind of situation where you see those in government living in opulence and running high cost of governance.
Comrade, we'll have to go and take some water. When we come back, we'll be on our homeward journey back home. My people, we'll quickly go for a break. But when we return, please don't make any call. What we want is for you to send your SMS messages to us, for us to read your location and your name. And of course, we'll read them. Please don't make any call. I beg of you. Thank you. Please don't forget. Meanwhile, those of you who are on the go, you can tell your friends that Voters Forum is on. And of course, that you can get us on the go. All you need to do is just to put on your phone, pick your phone, go to the Google, what is it now, Play Store, and of course Galaxy app, and you are on with us live and direct. Comrade Ekari, the people, I don't know, maybe you've had the experience during struggles when we're on the streets. The people themselves will say, no, the wahala is too much, that we should let government continue to make them suffer. Have you experienced it?
Yeah, I've experienced it even recently. And for people like us, we are not deterred.
We are not deterred.
We are not deterred by such comment coming from people we are trying to help.
They will deterred, won't be here today.
I think we don't need to also blame them. You will look at it from the angle that the government has also decided to bring in propaganda most of the time.
Yes.
They have also made politics look as if I'm there, I'm from a particular region,
okay,
it's our time, it's our turn.
Okay.
So whoever is not from that region, shouting or doing some other things, is like a distraction to our own national cake.
Okay.
And so you find now Lagos, that used to be the center of attraction when it comes to Aluta in those days, it's now becoming a center where you hear people saying, no, leave our Lagos alone. Go to your state, go and protest. As if the crazy and cool that we're enjoying today didn't start from Aluta in Lagos. You begin to wonder where that idea is coming from. Where is that mentality coming from? The current president in this country today enjoyed a lot of Aluta in Lagos. I remember in those days when we were in the struggle of June 12th, when Abiola, came back from exile, and even the current president also came back, and it was in Lagos here, just beside us here in Ikeja, that we did all the Aluta, and people were happy with it. And now you hear people saying, oh no, you don't do this, you don't do that. And for me, for people like us who are in the struggle, who knows that activism has gone beyond the level we are today, it's an inborn thing. We won't stop. Even when you're fighting alone, as long as what you're doing is right, you keep on fighting. One day, sometime, you see the people coming around to appreciate the struggle that you're going into. And like I always say, you always speak, against oppression at every point in time.
Injustice is one language.
Very well.
Across the whole world.
Very well.
Injustice does not tribe.
Very well.
It knows no creed.
Very well.
Go on.
Even poverty, even hunger. Hunger is hunger anywhere. And you see, we must come together as a people. Nigerians are two. You have those up and those low. And those up have all the financial wherewithal, to just belittle those of us down, by introducing divide and rule, by throwing the carrot of religion, disunity, ethnic disunity, they throw those things around us, and we begin to hate ourselves. And I said to somebody sometime ago, I said, do you know when we were fighting against the military, there was not like an Igbo man, not like a Yoruba man, there was not like an Hausa man. I still remember the Yerimas of those days. I still remember Chima Obanis. I still remember the likes of Baba Gani Fawe, the likes of what's called Kanu, Kanu. We were all
Dan Suleiman.
You see, Sonny,
Baba and Nahu together.
Everybody, even Asai Dokubo. Everybody were all together speaking the same language of making sure that we win the struggle, and it will get to that level very soon. I pray that the government will listen to the people now. When that struggle enters the hand of Gen Zs, it might get out of control. And that's people like us are still relevant in struggle. One will tell the government, do something, and they don't do. I pray it does not get to the level of the Gen Zs.
I pray.
Who doesn't even understand when to stop in a struggle.
Yes.
That's just my prayer.
I pray so. Comrade Bajomo, you are of the Gafawe in school, particularly as his PA. And Comrade Yakere mentioned something very, very dear to Chief Gani Fawemi's life and believe that he is ready to stand alone in the face of oppression. I'm coming, I'm going somewhere. I like what my comrade brother said a few seconds ago, that he's not deterred. People like us are not deterred. People call us, what is it? What is your problem? Why you don't just go and rest? We say, well, in as much as there is injustice in the land, we will not sleep. And I remember Chief Gani Fawemi was the lone voice in the wilderness of injustice. Until he died, he was always crying for justice. Am I right?
You are very right, very much in order. And this fighter philosophy is stand for what is right, even if you are standing alone. And that is the game. We should not be deterred, because if it is to be deterred at over 60 now, some people say at over 60, whatever, this and that. So far, injustice still reigns. And one of our concepts, slogan in the struggle is that injury one is injuries to all. Okay, take for instance, a DPO of a police station, trade via complex police station. Your officers were collecting bribes and extorting money publicly. Some young ones are recording on their video, and you arrested them. You say you are going to charge them to court. You want to do this. Who are interested in that part? We don't know those people that you have arrested. But whatever trumped charges, they are trumped against them.
We are going
because it's wrong. If they are doing right, they're supposed not to be funny, to be fit.
This thing that you have mentioned, we are going to look at it very well. We'll call the hierarchy of the police to it. And of course, we'll look at the law we want to use, because they can be sure that we are going to push this to its logical conclusion. So the DPO, is it first act you say?
It's a DPO of a trade fair police
they
station.
should share this message and let him know that he has embarked on a path of no return. The rights of Nigerians cannot be infringed upon. You will never. The law is that anybody who is committing any wrong should be apprehended.
Yes.
And of course, if your officers are committing any wrong by way of collecting bribe, and some people want to apprehend that situation, it is not for you to now say you want to counter them using force illegally to now say, anyway, we'll meet in court. We will now see the law they want to use.
Another injustice we must look into, especially these are Lagos, the way they are going embarking on rampant demolition of people's houses in the night. Look at the Oroshoki.
All those are issues.
And you know, a lot of places are there, but some people will say, after all, it's not their house, it's not their. They are coming to you if you don't stand up and say no to this.
I want you to talk to that issue now that you just mentioned.
Not for somebody of over 60 years or 80 years, that doesn't concern me.
Then you now keep doing it. And of course,
until when it ran up to
they came for the scientists, they did not talk.
I'm not a scientist. They came for the lawyer, I said I'm not a lawyer. They came to the socialists, I said I'm not a socialist. Until when they came to
around.
Love karma.
So please, it is our duty to talk and to fight and to support each other. Because just as my colleague has said here, injustice to one is injustice.
Injury to one is
all.
Injury to all.
Don't wait for you to become a victim. Then you begin to shout. My brothers from the East, there is a proverb they say that when you see a dead body, it will be to you like a log of wood, because it does not concern you. But when your own family member dies and is being carried back as a dead body, then you know the import of it. Don't wait to be a victim. And that's why we are committing and dedicating this program to our colleague, Remsen. May his good soul, his Aluta soul, rest in peace. But before then, deliverables, comrade.
Poor deliverables,
comrade Hekari. Is this something that should continue? Because my problem is that these government officers go outside Nigeria, they see the way infrastructures are provided for the ease and good life of the people. But here, it is wahala, it is pain.
There will always be poor deliverables, especially when you see a budgeted project constructed.
So why would there be poor deliverables?
That's where I'm going. Where you see a budgeted project executed, and you see a governor or a minister or local government chairman coming to commission, and you see people trooping out, celebrating, as if the money that was used for such a project is a personal money
that came from his pocket.
Yeah, and that's why you see these people in government, they just threw a little carrot rather than build a 3-star health center. They give you a half-star health center for you to just accept it, and you see people celebrating such, believing that is a big deal, and it's not a big deal because that money is the money.
Maybe to confirm what you just said, maybe I made a mistake, and I'll go back again. Maybe if the government quickly do something. The place is called Ajara community, just at the back of Sion. What you just said now is even irritating.
Yes,
there is a health center there. It's not a commission. They just build the place.
Yeah. What they do, that's all they do. They see a structure and I'll be able to go there next week.
If I'm able to go there, or whenever I go there, I'll bring it. But maybe they quickly go and do something.
The day the foundation was laid, celebration. The day the foundation is raised,
celebration.
These are conduit pipes.
Yes.
Okay? Where money is being taken in by the so-called person that is initiating such a project. And by the time it's completed, another celebration. Commissioning.
Celebration.
And what are you commissioning? I give you an instance. When you're going to Abeokuta after Ifo, you see a very giant project that was constructed by a one-time governor of the state.
Yes.
And it's named after President Muhammad Buhari.
Okay.
That project is ought to be a school.
Okay.
From the day it was commissioned by Mr. President then till date is such a bushy environment. And you ask yourself, what was commissioned?
And money has gone.
Why was it commissioned? When it was commissioned, you see the Obas, you see the indigens, on Ashebis celebrating. And so the people in government have learned that strategy.
Okay.
That what the people need is just little drop, bang. Okay? Just take. And you begin to scramble. Now the health center you talked about now, that's yet to be commissioned.
Yes. In Ajura community.
There are so many communities.
Ajura.
There are so many communities.
Behind Shiu.
There are so many communities also who are also interested in having such a replica of such without knowing that which has been constructed is not functional. So it's just a game from the politicians, and it will get to a level where the people united will never be defeated.
Okay.
And that is when you have pure revolution of the heart, pure revolution at the polls. And that's why I said INEC has to do the needful by making sure that the revolution of votes will really matter in this nation. It happened some time ago, but the wish of the people was thwarted with the enablement of the law of the bar, which you also belong. And sometimes I begin to wonder where the lawyers also belong to in changing things.
We are working on
part and parcel of it. Also, judiciary itself is also having
part of the
executive, judiciary, and legislation.
I think
our
uncle is part of the system.
He has never. He has been part and parcel of it. That's why you identify. We don't use the language the common people used to use, appeal to government. We are not appealing to government of a state. It's not an appeal. It's a demand that what we call a RMC safety bridge for pedestrians. They should start the construction at a place they call Ijako Sugar bus stop, Songota, along Lagos Abeokuta Express Road, and the construction of the inner road called Ijako to Alaka area and down to the area where we are coming and some other neighboring villages. Do you see any presence of government there?
No.
But there are gigantic factories around that place, and government, Ogun State and Federal are going there to derive custom duties and collect revenue even from the people. The little development we see in that Ijako, Alaka, you understand, are done by the community, by themselves, by the people We didn't see the dispensary you are talking of. We didn't see dispensary there.
Mm.
We didn't see.
But they even have something.
Exactly. We don't. You know, in a place that is just off Lagos Abeokuta Expressway in Sango-Ota. If you are saying that, look how many years have been reconstructing Joju Bridge,
Yeah.
all those areas down to Ifo and what have you, and Abeokuta.
Yes.
It's so pathetic.
Yeah.
The government of Ogun State, and not just him alone, the senator representing that senatorial constituency, they should not tell us it's not the work of the legislature. They collect what they call constituency project allowances in billions. The senator covering that Ijako and some other place, and the House of Reps covering that place, and the House of Assembly. They should do something and do the construction in honor of our late comrade Abiodun Aremu.
Before we go, just
and for the use of the people,
just as my comrade doctor has said, in honor of comrade Abiodun Aremu, we want to bring out one of the way we Aluta people always celebrate ourselves. If the engineers are ready, please can you help us play that song that we use in celebrating him in his honor. The song. Let us have the song, the video of the song. The video of the song. Maybe when it comes up, I'll talk. Okay, in the video of the song, in this program, we want you to be rounding up. Just talk to us about what we should expect in the next few days, years, concerning our people, more advocacy.
Yeah, for me, in my closing remark, all I just need to do is to say, is to emphasize what has been said here in recognition of our late mentor and visionary, Comrade Abiodun Aremu. For very soon now, we'll have 40 days of this Islamic right, and we want to implore the local governments in Ota, and we also want to implore the state government to register their presence in that axis. And I think the day we were tying him, we gave an ultimatum to the state government and to the local government in Ogun State. And I want to say clearly, without mixing word, that that ultimatum stands. And it's an ultimatum coming from the civil society.
No, they are not going to play with it. Don't worry. They dare not dare us.
No,
they dare not dare us.
They started playing with it.
They dare not dare us.
Axis must be touched.
Comrade, don't worry. They dare
40 days.
They dare not dare us. It's not a threat. It's a right.
And
they must do it.
And let's also tell the governor, the spokesman that wrote on his behalf a few days ago, in responding to that our ultimatum delivered by our prominent veteran comrade Falana, in the presence of almost 3,000 mammoth crowd in that Ijako when we were doing the funeral of our comrade Abiodun Aremu. The government of Ogun State did a rejoinder saying that instead of addressing the issue we are pinpointing, they are now saying they are doing one road or they are doing whatever at so place, and that whatever that one then they said, no, I'm coming, my brother. You see, you have to tell them, address the issue. We don't live in that Jacob community, but we have seen ISO and so also other several communities who are also suffering dilapidated roads. Should be done. There are allocations for this. They should do it. Yes. We are not appealing, we are demanding. And like my colleague said, 41 days we are coming over there, and that is December 2nd. The government of Ogun State, the senator representing that place, House of Representatives with their constituency allowance, they should move machinery, like you said last Saturday, machinery in motion into starting something constructible. We are also not, we are very peaceful people, but don't turn peaceful protests into violent protests. We don't believe in that.
We just want to let the people concerned, the government, and those who are representing those community to know that we are interested in this matter. We are not politicians. We are activists, and by virtue of our activities, we are not given to just being pushed around. We know it is doable and it must be done because it's something that can be done. So the ball is in the court of those who are involved. To God be the glory. We were together with Comrade Femi Falana, SAN, and of course, we have set machinery in motion for the actualization of this idea. Please, those that are involved should ensure that the place is put in place in the next few days so that we'll all enjoy ourselves in that axis. I want to thank my comrades, particularly the comrade Dr. Afolabi Gbajumo for coming.
It's a pleasure.
You made our day.
It's
Happy
a
New
pleasure.
Month. I want to thank Comrade Declan
It's a
Hekari.
pleasure.
I want to thank you for coming. You made our day. I want to pray that indeed Nigeria will be a better place. Because we are starting a new month, we are all hopeful that this month is going to bring in something good. And we pray that indeed it will be so. Till next time when I come your way, I want to thank you for being part of this program. I want to thank particularly our president of this station, Chief Steve Ojo, for giving this opportunity and for being magnanimous enough to allow us to celebrate our comrade. I want to thank our producer, Mr. Teslim Ajayi, the engineers, the cameramen, and all those who made this happen. I want to thank you. Until we meet next time, just don't stay on the path of the law. Don't be in conflict with the law. Have a great month, and I pray that it will bring goodness and blessing to all of us. Thank you.